Just getting myself set up. Oh, hello, hello, hello. Looks like I'm in the camera okay. Going to share this to a couple of places. Hi, Nancy from Oklahoma. Thanks for joining. I'm just going to take a minute to share my live to a couple of groups, my own and a couple of others. Let's see. Where's my page? Hold on. Hope everybody's having a good week so far and a good new year so far. One more and we'll get started. Hi, Pamela. Thank you for sharing. I think I shared it to the right place, my page. Okay. And I'm going to go look at my other page for a second to make sure I shared it to my business page. I can't remember if I did or not. Oh, yep, I did. There I am. That's good. Okay. Okay, let's get started. As you can see, I am using the Sweet as a Peach bundle. Well, first of all, I had a couple of new people on here last time, and I just want to introduce myself. My name is Antoinette Bay. I am with the Paper Papillion, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Lynbrook, New York. So thank you for joining me tonight. Just in case anybody sees this on YouTube once I post it tomorrow. And you know who I am. So tonight I'm using these really cute, I love these bumblebees. I think they're adorable and I don't use them enough. What are they called? They're called bumblebee trinkets. And I'm using the paper Expressions in Ink, but I'm only using 2 sheets of it, and that is this gold stripe piece and this pale papaya, a little bit of, looks like Cajun craze, a little bit in there. In my, that's what my eye says. Little shaded spruce, and it's probably old olive, but I think I'm using granny apple green. I think I might change it to old olive though, because I think I like old olive better with the shaded spruce. So hold on one second. And let me see what the paper pack even says. Maybe even, sorry, I'm talking and I'm away from the camera. Maybe even pear pizzazz. Let's see. Expressions in Ink, Evening Evergreen, Just Jade, Magenta Madness, Mint Macaron, Pale Papaya, Pear Pizzazz, Polished Pink, Shaded Spruce, and Whisper White. So it's actually Pear Pizzazz, but I'm going to use Old Olive anyway. And it comes from this Expressions in Ink pack, and I have a lot of it because I needed this particular design, this green with the gold, for some Christmas cards that I had done. So I have a lot of extra. And so we'll go with the Old Olive instead. And this stripe piece. And I'm using Gilded Gems. And hi Patty, hi Stacy. Did you move from Miami? Hello, happy. I don't know who you're asking. You must be asking somebody, Stacy. I just caught your message. Hi, Kathleen. Hi, Carmen. Thanks for joining. Seeing a lot of people joining now. That's great. So here is what we're doing. We're going to do the stamping first. I already have this sheet cut to the size that we need it. So now tonight, last week I showed my face. This week I'm not showing my face because I couldn't stand the whole switching from seeing me to the table. So I'm going to keep it this way. It works out well. And until I decide to get a program that allows me to be on screen and my hands on screen. I know there are a couple out there and I've seen some demos using them and I love it, but I am just not technology patient. Let's put it that way. I can do it. I just don't have enough patience to do it. And now I need a piece of paper to stamp. Let's put this on the side and this on the side. So these are the two things that we're stamping right now. And then we're going to do some scrap stamping. So yes, this is going to be for the inside. So that's just about the right size. And what is this for? Oh, this must be my, oh no, I know what that's for. Okay, that goes there. So let's get some stamping done first. And the envelope, and I don't want to forget that. Hold on. One more thing. I want to get the whole card done tonight, and then I'm going to show you a couple of things at the end. Let's see, here's the envelope too. Okay, so I'm going to start out, I have all of my, I want to make sure I'm in camera because I'm kind of low here. So here's the Old Olive, Shaded Spruce, here's some Cajun Craze, and here's the Pale Papaya. It just looks like such a strange color combination, doesn't it? But it works. And I'm going to move this out of the way. I'm way too close, I feel. I'm going to try lifting this up a little bit. So hold on one second. Let me see. Sorry for shaking. I lifted the wrong one. See if that's going to help to see a little bit more on the screen. Hi, Kay from North Carolina. Okay. All right, let's see if that's going to work. All right. Maybe, maybe not. A little bit. I'm not sure. I'll get this fixed for next time. Let's start out with the flower and the leaves right here. So we'll use the scrap first. This is scrap, and we're going to use some sponge daubers. So we're using, I know that where they are because I placed them there the other day. There's my Cajun Craze and there's my Shaded Spruce. So I try to keep them where I knew I would find them easily. And they're all labeled. And I have just the, let's see, do I have all the in color? These are in colors. I have to take some of these in colors out because they're from last year and get this year's in here. So this is the whole color family. All right, so let's get Shaded Spruce here. So what I'm going to do is just ink up the leaf in Old Olive, and then I'm going to take a little bit of Shaded Spruce and I want to dab it off a little bit and just kind of get around the tips, the very edges of the leaves, just to change it up a little bit. And now I'm going to huff on it because it's drying a little bit, and stamp that. Okay, good, that's in camera. All right, so there we have it. Well, it is a little bit darker than I expected it to be, honestly. I might have to go back to, we'll see, I might have to go back to I might try Pear Pizzazz. Hold on one second. I am going to try Pear Pizzazz. I'm finding that to be a little bit too dark. So let's try Pear Pizzazz. I do feel like this is a little too dark. And if it doesn't work, we're going to work with it anyway. So we're stamping the leaves and then the flowers, and we're going to die cut them. And now I'm just going to clean this off real quick just to lighten it up. And then we'll go with Pear Pizzazz and see if there's a difference. And then, once again, I'm going to dab off a little bit. Let's see if that works. Oh, that's lighter. See, yes, that's much better. That's much more of the look I'm looking for. Okay. So that worked. Oh, before I put it away, so this is the one we're going to use. And then we're going to do that again on the inside piece. So let's do that again. And then we'll get a little bit more going here. Okay. I actually think I'm going to add a little bit more Pear Pizzazz too to the top of it. Okay. Now this is for the inside, and I want it to come out from the right side. So I'm going to go like that. And then we'll do it one more time for the envelope. Let's get this all out of the way. And then one more time for the envelope. And here's the envelope. And I hope I'm in camera. I'm gonna move this up a little bit. I feel like I'm too low. Okay, let's put that aside. This is the one we're going to be cutting. Now let's get started with the flowers. So I'm using Sweet as a Peach, but I'm not using the peaches tonight. I'm only using the flowers in this set. As you can see, the set comes with the peaches or cherries. These could be cherries, I've seen them done. And here's the bigger peach, you can use that as well, but I'm using the flowers only. Okay. So now we'll get the flowers, and I'm going to start off by inking it in Pale Papaya. And then I'm going to take a little bit of Cajun Craze, and again, I'm going to use a sponge dauber and lightly dab it. Actually, nope, that's not what I'm going, yes, that is what I'm going to do, and just kind of dab it to the middle. Let's see how that's going to look. So this little one goes here on the bottom here, and then this larger one goes in between these leaves here. So I think I have to stand up for this to make sure I am hitting the right places. Yes. So you can see that little bit of Cajun Craze in the middle. Now I could use this little piece, which I was going to, this little piece for the center, but I think I like just the dabbing of the sponge dauber. Okay, now let's do that same technique to the envelope and ink it up in Pale Papaya, and then dab it in the center a little. And you could even give it a little bit on the edges if you'd like. And let's do that same thing. Oops. Ugh, there goes my envelope. Oh well. I'm going to use this anyway. And there's the envelope. That return address is going to go there anyway, so it'll look nice. It'll look fine. We'll put that on the side. Or I'll do it again. We'll see. Okay, now we're going to do that again separately. We're going to do that here because this is the part that's getting cut out, die cut. Right here. Okay, that looks nice. So these two are what we're going to die cut. And now we're going to continue on the card itself. So I'm going to eyeball this. Usually, actually I'm going to take a tag. If you hold on one second, I have a tag here that I'm going to use. It's black. We're not using black, but it's for determining where these flowers need to go. So I need kind of a template for that. So here's my template, and then I'll take a little bit of Cajun Craze again and dab the centers, and I want a little bit showing on the right about there. Okay, I'm going to put that back down. That's about how much I want there. And I'm going to do that again. 3 times we're doing that. And then I'll dab it again. And then again for up here, I want it to come out up here. Okay, so cover that up. And one more time down below. Little Cajun Craze. I'm going to add a little bit to the edges here as well as the center. And now I'm hopping on it. And then a little bit more right down here. Should work. There we go. So that's my template right there. Now I'm going to take the little tiny flowers, and I'm bringing over the stamp set because this may be hard to see. These little tiny flowers and these little leaves. We're going to add some of that in here. So with the tiny flowers, I'm going to take just the pale papaya and add some flowers all around. So I think I'm going to throw some right here. That's okay. It's a little close, but, and then let's see, maybe a little bit more here. That's good. And then some over here and a little bit here. It's hard to see because I'm sitting down tonight rather than standing up. Now I'm going to take those little leaves. Where did I put those? Whoops. Where did I put those little leaves? Maybe I didn't take them out yet. Let's see. Oh, there they are. They're so tiny. So easy to disappear. And then I'm going to take Pear Pizzazz. Do I want pear? Yeah, Pear Pizzazz. And I'm going to throw some leaves in between the flowers. Let's see. Okay, just scatter them around a little bit, okay? Return label. Yes, I see your comment. That's what I will put there. Return label. Put a return label over the ink spot where I messed up, right? Yep. Thank you. Good idea. Sorry if I'm missing comments. I'm not looking at the screen. Okay, so I'm going to cut this because I want to use my mini trimmer and cut these down. This one I'm not using. But before we cut that down, we're also going to create this tag. So this is a 6-inch wide by 4 1/4. I want to adhere this piece to this. This is a 6-inch, almost 6-inch, or this is a little larger than 6-inch, and this piece. So what I'm going to do is add some liquid glue to the back of the floral piece. Let's see. Let's go here. Okay. And I just want to adhere this to this. And I only want about a 1/4 or 1/2 inch showing of the golden white stripe. And we are going to use this whole piece. And then this whole piece is going to go on top of the white. Actually, let me leave this here while I'm liquid gluing. I think I'm going to come back again this week. I have another project made. I spent the weekend at home after New Year's, just kind of recuperating from New Year's and having this little congestion and whatnot. And I actually went to the office in this New York City yesterday. And it was cold, and it hasn't been cold. It's been so mild that that brush with the cold was a slap in the face for sure after being so warm and mild and this past week. So actually I'm going to bring my big trimmer over, Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, because this won't fit in the little one. So let me move this over and I'll bring in the big one. So I went into the city yesterday, and now I'm home again for a while, working from home. Something's coming up on my phone. And even when I go for the month of January, and even when I go back, it'll only be 1 day a week, probably until April. And then after that, it will be maybe 3 days a week in the office and 2 days home. It's not really been 100% decided. So now I'm going to use the very corner of this to die cut because I need the other piece for the inside. So let me get the cover. And I am going to use some of this Post-it note tape to hold it down because I really don't want it to move. Okay, so this is a tag from where is it? These tags right here, which is called Tailor-Made Tags. I think these are the best tags they've ever made, to be honest with you. And I also need a piece for the notch at the top, but that's going to be a different color. So let me get this little leftover fresh freesia that's in here out of there, and I'll get to, we don't need that color. I need fresh freesia. So let's do that right here. I'm going to put it down as well. Just a small piece right here. Okay, so we'll die cut both of them at the same time. And I'm sorry if this is going to shake the camera a bit. So yes, so I was back. I had to go in the office yesterday for just the 1 day. And now I am back home until January, unless there's some reason I need to be in. And then from there, 1 day a week. And then from there, I'm not sure how many days a week. In like March, April, maybe. So when I used to, before this whole COVID thing, I never really took like a full week off of vacation because I really enjoyed taking like a Friday and a Monday every here and there to take a break from commuting, taking the Long Island Railroad, if anybody's familiar, and taking the subway. Because doing that every day for so many years, it takes a toll on you. And I used to just enjoy taking that Friday and Monday off every, maybe once or twice a quarter. That's the way I would use my vacation time, just to get a break from the subway and the Long Island Railroad. Oh, now we have to do the flowers. Okay, so let's set that to the side. So now that this COVID has changed the way companies look at remote work, I don't need to do that anymore. So take my vacation time and use it for long weekends. I can actually take my vacation time and take a full week. Don't get me wrong, my husband and I would go away here and there for the weekends since I was taking long weekends, but it's nice to be able to take more than that now. However, we're not traveling very much the last 2 years, so it really hasn't been used. Okay, so this is going to be for the inside of the card, so let's put that aside. So that's my story on commuting. I'm not a fan. I don't think a lot of people are. And the city was unbelievably quiet yesterday. First off, because we're coming off the holiday week. That's number one. And so many people are still on vacation. I don't know why this is not looking right to me. Okay, there it goes. It's just my angle. So a lot of people are still on vacation. I don't know why it's not. This is not looking. We'll see how it die cuts. And I also put my phone on Do Not Disturb, but being that I'm standing up, I'm seeing some messages come through, so I hope it's not interrupting my program here. Okay, let's push this over, and we'll just die cut those. Okay, so the new catalog came out. I know a lot of you here are demonstrators. I still haven't bought anything from it. I've just been having so much fun using what I have that I haven't bought anything from it, and I haven't been active, so I haven't made a lot of sales. I said this last week. So once I start to do that again, I'm trying to be active again. So once I start being more active again, I'll start putting in a sale. I'll put in an order. And I don't know if anybody saw my Bloom Where You're Planted. I had 4 kits and all 4 kits sold. So if anyone here that purchased one of those kits is on, thank you very much. They're all gone. I love that set. Okay, now I need to put these away so I don't lose them. Okay, just go up a little with the die. Oh, okay, I hear what you're saying. I have it. It's okay. I think it looks okay, right? I think it's okay. Let's move these pieces over. And this piece we're going to glue to here. Where's my silicone mat? Here it is. So I'm going to glue this little tab to the top. Like that. And I want to be careful not to get glue all over my fingers. But I do have my glue remover if I do get it on my fingers. Okay. Okay. So yeah, I think I'm going to come back on maybe Thursday evening. I'm It's not set in stone. I have to see with my husband if we have something he wants to do Thursday night. Usually Thursdays, as these days have been after the whole week, we kind of like to get out of the house. I do. I like to get out of the house. Okay, I need a drink. Yes, Stacy, my daughter is all settled. It is beautiful. I'm very proud. She has very nice taste. And she's not getting things all at once because her taste happens to be a little bit on the pricey side. So she's waiting for certain things, which is smart, and I'm happy for that. So yes, it is a very, very pretty. Thank you for asking. So we're going to cut a piece of this, which is the woven ribbon in Pale Papaya. I don't need a big piece but I do want it to be a little bit longer. We're going to cut that in half. And let me put the pin back. And then we'll cut this up. Yeah, I'm really happy for her. So is my husband. We both are very happy for her. She's doing very well, which is exciting. Let's see. So now I just frayed that. I took some of I wanted it to be a little bit frayed. And I'll push this to the side and use it on another project. And, whoops, all sticky. I'm gonna fold it. And then loop it through. So the looped part is going in the front and coming out the back there. Okay, there's the looped part. And then I'm going to, these two loose ends are going to go right through there, and I'm going to go like that. And there, I think this is a little bit too frayed, but I pulled out more of the strands than I needed. Whoops. But let's see. Are you still in New York, Stacy? I think you said you were going to be in New York for a while. Okay, there's that. Now let's get the inside of the card going here. So this leftover piece is going to be used for down here. So I want to trim this down with my mini trimmer. Actually, I'm going to get the other trimmer because I need the extension. I need it to be a little bit longer. All right, so I'm going to cut this down to about, I'll have about maybe a little bit less than maybe, I just realized something, that this piece should not have been glued. I should have used I'm going to do this again. Hold on, I'll show you what I'm going to do. I have extra here, and I have a piece here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is trim this piece down to about 3/4 of an inch. Yes, you're still in New York. We'll probably be here till the end of April. Oh, you're going to be there for a while. You're more in upstate New York, I think, right? Right now. And then this will go on here. Okay, that's how it's going to go. All right, let's get our silicone mat out again, if I can find it. There it is. And let's do this again. So we'll take, what ribbon is that? Carol's asking. It is the Pale Papaya and White woven ribbon. And it's item number, just in case you need it, 155816. It is a nice thick cotton ribbon. It's very nice, but it is actually pretty thick to use on a card. as far as, you know, mailing it. So I'm just going to adhere this strip again. Let's make sure that's even. Looks pretty even. Okay. And then we'll glue this down. I think that's enough. So I watched last night, my husband and I caught up on the season finale of Yellowstone, and I think a few of you might be watching that, and it was good. Whoops, something fell over there. It was good. That Beth, oh boy, she is something else. But I'm not going to talk about it too much, just that I loved it, and it's a good show. Now I gotta wait so long for it to come back again, but it is a show that my husband doesn't watch too many of these binge watching shows with me. He gets up really early and he goes to bed earlier than I do, and I mean, he goes to work every day and I'm home from working home. So he really doesn't binge watch too much with me. He's more History Channel, sports, kind of Western type of guy. But that's why he likes the Yellowstone and he watches it with me, because it's that kind of show. And actually last week we watched the first episode of the origin story of Yellowstone, the Dutton family. And that was good too. I like Sam Elliott and Tim McGraw. I never knew, some of you may know this, but it was news to me, but I never knew that Tim McGraw and Faith Hill were actors. Is this their first acting gig, or does anybody know? Or are they actually, I've never seen them in anything except for singing, music. I never knew that they were actors. So I don't know if I've been living under a rock somewhere, but I never knew it. And they're good in this show, in 1883, if anybody's seen it. Your kids, Diane says, your kids gave me the first 3 seasons on DVD so I can rewatch Yellowstone? Is that it? Oh, you'll love it. If you haven't seen it yet, I think you'll love it. If your kids gave it to you, they must know that you would like that, right? So now let's put this on the inside, and I'm going to use liquid glue again. They have been in other movies, but not often. Okay. Yeah, I just never knew that. I was really shocked. Okay. Faith was in a scary movie? I don't know. Yeah, I had no idea. Carmen says, great show. Okay, so there's the inside. And we are going to stamp a sentiment in the inside. And I'm going to take the, we're going to use all these, we're going to use all these little stamps now to, we're going to use It's Your Day. We're going to use, instead of Let's Celebrate You, I'm going to mask the Let's and just use Celebrate You. We're going to use To a Sweet Friend, and we're going to use Happy Birthday. Okay, and we're going to do a little bit of heat embossing too, Versamark and heat embossing. So this one says, Let's Celebrate You. So let me get a Post-it note so we can mask that. The word let's, just need a little piece here. So we'll mask the word let's, and we'll use the word celebrate you, the word celebrate you. I'm going to do it in the pear pizzazz. And so the word let's is covered. Let me just make sure it's completely covered here. I could have used that Post-it tape also. Okay, that should be good. Now I'm going to take that Post-it note off, ink that up a little bit. Let me stand up. And it's just going to say celebrate you right here. There. A little wobbly on my hands, were a little shaky, but that's okay. And then on the envelope, we're going to say it's your day. So let's do that on the envelope. And we'll just do it right here, kind of close to the, okay, right there. So the envelope will look really pretty. Actually, even the writing on top of there, it kind of looks fun. Maybe I'll even do a little bit more. Maybe I'll just stamp off and make it really light. So there's kind of like the flower behind it. I don't mind that at all. That little mistake just made it a little unique. Okay, let's put that there. And now we're going to do some Versamarking before we do anything else. So let's take the Versamark and the embossing buddy. Yellowstone is on Paramount. Here in New York, I have Verizon, and it's on, I forget what station it's on, but it's on Paramount. I also get it on demand because I don't watch it on the night that it's on. It's usually on Sundays. I'm not Sunday evenings, and I'm not home to watch it. So my husband and I watch it on Monday nights. And there's also something called Peacock Plus or Paramount Plus, where you can get it there. So that's a paid service. But I don't really know too much about it. And then let's see, that I just stamped happy birthday, and now I'm going to stamp to a sweet friend. Okay. And okay. Now I'm going to heat that. Does anybody else know any other way to get Yellowstone? I don't know of any other way except to go to Paramount TV or Peacock or Paramount Plus, something like that. Have to look at that up. All right, it's going to get a little loud for a minute. Okay. For any of you This Is Us fans, that I heard is in its final season, and it starts tonight. I do watch that, but I binge it, so I wait until the season's over, believe it or not, and then I just kind of binge watch it. I think it's great that they're ending it, my opinion, that they're ending it without dragging it on too long, like, because some shows, they just tend to drag too many, it's too many seasons, in my opinion. Some shows really needed to end at a certain point, and I think that ending it is good. I mean, I know it's going to be sad for a lot of people that are really, really into that show, and it is it's really a good show. But I like it when they don't drag them out too long. I remember watching Sons of Anarchy, and oh boy, that was dragged out for so many seasons, and there were a couple of seasons in between that were just way too much. I can remember that show being a little bit too much, because it went on for like, I think, 7 seasons. I can't really remember anything else off the top of my head, but yeah, I like it when they don't drag it too long. Okay, so now I'm just going to make flags at the end of each of these. So I'm cutting up the middle and then the sides, having the sides meet, pulling that off, and now this side. And we'll do the same with, so I'm a big binge watcher because when I'm crafting at night, I just sit and I binge watch. Now, I've said this before, I don't necessarily pay that close attention. And sometimes I have to just kind of rewatch shows. One being when I had watched Game of Thrones. I had watched it, but I never gave it my full attention. And I would go, and every Saturday I had breakfast with my bestie, and she would tell me things, and I'd be like, wait, I watched that last night. How come I didn't see that? Because I'm busy crafting and I don't see things, and I don't necessarily hear it all the time. So that was one show. Now this is going to go here like that. Going to go like that. And now that I have this tag on there, I'm just noticing I want a little bit more of these little flowers here. So I think I'm going to do that again, a little bit more of the little flowers. So let's get some petal pink, and then let's go right there. Yeah. And then the leaf. We'll do another leaf. Have you used your scan? Okay, story about the scan and cut. I don't like it. It does not serve the purpose I want it. In fact, today, just today, Deborah, I took it and I put it back in the box, and I'm going to return it. I want it to cut. I'll give you for instance. I don't need it to cut out, you know, like big flowers and big images. I need it to cut out designer series paper. And maybe I just don't have the patience, but there's too much work involved in trying to get all these little pieces. I'll give you an example. So I wanted to cut out this flower and these leaves, but then I have to clear it to not cut out all these little dots. And then if this is broken, if there's a line in between the leaf and the flower, it will cut out the leaf and the flower. It won't cut it together. And then I have to take a pencil and I have to draw where it needs to meet, so that way it won't cut the two items. It'll make it one big flower with leaves instead of cutting a leaf and a flower. Now, with Stampin' Up! In their paper, there's a lot of that I would have to do as far as that pencil mark. So the whole purpose for me really was to get that machine just to die cut all the images in the designer series papers instead of fussy cutting. So it doesn't work for me. And since that's the sole purpose of what I wanted it for, I really don't need it. I don't need this big machine taking up all the space on my table. So it's going back. Now, if you have a solution, now I even took a course. I paid like $10 for a course on how to do this machine. And I watched some of it, and then I went right to the paper die cutting section. And as soon as I started playing with it and I realized it's not going to do what I want it to do without having to do a whole lot of work, I was done. So there you go. Not keeping it. That's my story. Now, if you think I'm nuts and that I should give it more time, maybe I'll reconsider, but for me, it's too much work. Okay, so there we have that. Now we're going to take some dimensionals, and what do you use it for, Deborah? How do you use it? I'd be curious to know. I'm going to take some of my my corner pieces and make those work because I'm at the end of that. And I am going to use a lot because I'm a crazy dimensional lady. I believe that I am, along with some other demos that really love to use their dimensionals. Let's see. Put that here. Let's see. I'm sorry to hear that. Try a different paper that's not as busy. They're all busy. They're very busy. You know what it would be good for, though? Like stamped images that are that that have solid lines all around them. But I don't do enough of that. And I don't do where, you know, I can't sell you stamp images. I can't do that. You have, if I do kits, they can't be stamped images unless I'm actually giving you a kit that is made personally by me. Like this offer I have going on right now. I'll show you later. So I don't do a lot of that. Here we go. I have something else in mind that I'm going to get instead. Not 100% sure yet. We'll see. It's like this label maker thing. But only if I'm going to use it a lot, which I might. So we'll see. I haven't decided yet in place of the scan and cut. But yeah, I was a little disappointed in it. I got to tell my friend Heather that I have to return it. I think she's going to be disappointed. But once I tell her why, she might have a solution for me too. But it's all about patience. I don't have a lot when it comes to stuff like that. And that's why you don't see me do all these crazy kind of technique-y things here, because I don't have a lot of patience to do that. And I'm not like a teacher. So I don't even like doing all that sort of stuff, like shaving cream things that people do. And I don't know. It's not my thing. So here I'm going to go like this right underneath there. So I'm going to put some dimensionals behind here. Let's see. Tracy, hello. It's been a while. Pretty card. Plus have no room for it. Yep. I wouldn't have patience for it either. Plus have no room for it. Well, I had the room for it because I made room for it, but it's not useful enough for me to have all that space taken up. Like I moved my stamp and cut and emboss machine out of the way to make room for it, and I put it somewhere else. It was right here, right next to me, to the left. This is sticking to me. Okay, so this is going to go here like that. That. And then this one is going to go up on top. Let's see. I enjoy fussy cutting. Yep, me too, while I'm watching TV. In fact, because I'm not using the scan and cut to cut my plants out as I originally planned for the kits that I just sold, I told everyone that they would be cut for them, and guess who's going to do the cutting? So thank God I only had 4 kits that I need to get done, because I'm not going to have those guys fussy cut when I said that I was going to do it because I had the machine. I wish I had brought this down a little bit, but maybe I'll just bring this over like that a little bit. Okay, let's see if that's straight. Yeah. Okay, let's get our glue dots and the gilded gems and this. Do you have the mini cut emboss machine? Yes, I do. I don't use it as frequently. I was going to use it tonight, but then I realized I needed to do the tag, and the paper was too big for the mini stamp and cut emboss machine. I have them both right next to me. So I think I'm going to put this right about here in this little open space. And then I'll take the gilded gems. I'll put one here and another here. Like that. I think that's okay. Maybe this one has to go up here a little bit. Let me see. I don't know. I have such a hard time with placement. This one could have gone up a little bit more. All right, I'm leaving it like that. And let's cover this. And I think that's everything. I'll put this away and I'll bring the envelope back. And then I'll show you the original one that I did. And I'll show you some other things. So here's my little boo-boo. And you know what? Let's go. This has ink on it already. I'm just going to play a little bit. And if it gets messed up, it's okay. I'll put a label on it. And it's just to, oh yeah, it's too dried out. It's fine. I'm going to stamp right over that. Hold on. Let's see. Wait a second. Because then I'll have a little image in the back where my return address would be, right? Yeah. Okay. Well, you know what? This is going to be on my blog, and I have a new way that I'm going to be drawing prizes. I've decided that instead of going through all the comments and, well, I still go through the comments because I like to read what you say, but to write all your names in a box and pick it, or to put all your names on a wheel. I'll do the wheel. I like that better. But this is going to go tonight. After this, I'm going to go upstairs and write my blog post for this because I already have pictures with this already done. Not this card, but the other one that I made. And I'm going to put it on my blog. So by tomorrow, you should see it on my blog. All you have to do is go to my blog, and I will announce it on Facebook when it's ready on my blog. You have to just go to my blog, this post, and make a comment, hopefully a nice one. And I will pick one winner from whoever comments there. I did it once with another card, and I was giving away a prize, a die. I had an extra die set, and it worked out really well, and I liked it, and that's what I'm going to do. So that way I can get maybe some more people over to my blog as well. So I appreciate all the shares, and I hope you continue to do that, and I appreciate all the comments, but got to go over to my blog and post a comment on the card, and it'll be there tomorrow morning or later tonight. So here's the card we did tonight, and here was the other sample that I did. So here it is without the boo-boo up top, which looks pretty nice. And the inside. Okay, so here you see how this little piece was, that insert, it was a little dark there. So I lightened it up here by just using a dauber, right? Okay, so the original for this that I originally made was this one, using the polished pink and the other paper that's in this set. Let me see if I could find the big one, the big sheet. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Let's see, where is it? Well, I have a 6x6 piece here. So this one with all that, it's really pretty. So that was the original. And yes, pink is my favorite, Patty. How many ways can you spell beautiful? And there's the inside. So I did a little different. I put happy birthday on the inside. On this one, it says, to a sweet friend, it's your day, rather than the happy birthday on the outside. So I don't know why I wasn't thrilled with this. I felt like, I don't know, I didn't use the right, like this looked more rich raspberry to me, but it's not. It's polished pink. And I felt like maybe I was supposed to use, I don't know, a different pink. But actually, the more I look at it now, I do like it in those colors as well. So here they are. They'll both be posted. Oh, I don't know if this one will. I don't think I took this picture. Regardless, this is the one that's going, I think, with the clean version of the envelope. So head over to my blog in the next couple of hours, or tomorrow when you have time. And then next time I come back, maybe Thursday night. And if not Thursday night, I'll make an announcement, but if not Thursday night, it'll be next Tuesday. I've kind of changed my night to Tuesday night, so it gives me some time. It just gives me a little bit more time to create. So let me put that on the side. So you all know that Celebration is going on right now, and the new mini catalog came out. If you didn't know that, and you're new here with me, because I haven't really seen any new names. I haven't been looking, really. So this, I announced last week that I am personally handcrafting the card, the envelope. I made this, did I make this last week? No, I showed you I can't remember. Oh goodness, I can't remember anymore. Anyway, I think I made it online with you guys, Facebook, and then I showed you the box and the bookmark that goes with it. And I am personally making this for you. So I will be able to do the stamping because this will be put together for you. However, the box will be flat when it comes to you. And all you have to do to earn this is make a $35 purchase in my online store, minimum purchase in my online store, using this host code. And if you bump it up to 50, Stampin' Up, you can pick a Stampin' Up reward, free reward from the Celebration catalog. Okay, so I'm only requiring a $35 minimum purchase to get these 3 items handcrafted by me in the mail. There will be a $5 shipping fee associated with this that will be either PayPal'd or you can Venmo it to me, but you have to use this host code for me to know that you want this on checkout. Okay, and so here's the Celebration catalog. Lots of fun stuff. I'm allowed to open it now, and this will also be posted on my blog and in my newsletter, the links to the catalog. So as I mentioned, I haven't gotten anything from it yet, but I will be. And this is the host code, so let me leave that there. And then the other thing that's going to be on my blog this week for purchase, and it will be $22 flat fee, handmade by me, is this gift box set. I'm not going to be making these online. Don't you love this ribbon? It's a grosgrain ribbon, and I was looking through my full packs of ribbon that I was going to be selling, and I pulled this out because I just loved it, and it went so beautifully, but it's so pretty. I think it was called Certainly Celery back in the day. So here is the tag from that set we used tonight. This stamp image is from Sweet Strawberry, and I am going to open this up because I'll share with you. I'm going to rework this so that this opens up with this. So these are the cards. So it's $22. You get the case and you get it ribbon, and you get the ribbon, you get the case, and you get the cards already made for you. And there's a set of 4. So I did a happy birthday, and the envelope is plain. The envelope is plain. With this set, I'm not doing envelopes too, not for that price. So if you have this stamp set, then you could do the envelopes yourself, but they're just getting, the only thing I might do is actually stamp it in black. Okay, that's what I'll do. I'll stamp the envelope flower in just black, and then you can color it in if you want. So there it is. Thanks so much. Happy birthday. Think I did a couple, another happy birthday in a different stamp set. And then a thanks in the freesia. So this is freesia. This is pool party. This is pale papaya. And this is polished pink. So that's the set. It comes with the case. And then there's a shipping fee if you're not local. So this will fit in a $5 my pink $5 Jiffy padded envelope anywhere in the U.S. It generally ranges $4.80 to $5.20, and I round up to $5 or round down to $5. That's it. So if you have any interest in that, that's going to be posted on my blog too. In this section, there are tabs on this top, and it says shop my tutorials. I'm trying to learn how to do those menus where you could drop down and shop my cards and things like that, but this is going to be under that shop my tutorials. So if anybody's interested, and it'll be posted to my blog this week as well. So I have a few things going to be posted to my blog, but the first one is going to be this card tonight. Okay, so that way you can all go and make comments, and then next week or the next time, or if I'm here Thursday or next week. Okay, so that's that. Let me leave this here. I hope I'm not confusing anybody, but you can always email me at abay, very easy, abay at thepaperpapillion.com. Or, you know, go to my blog and then you can contact me from there. So very easy, or contact me. That the best way is via email. That's the best way. Messengering me isn't the best way because sometimes I miss them and they get lost and I forget about them. So email is always the best way to reach me. So I hope you enjoyed tonight's card. I did. I had fun making this, and I may even do this in lots of other different colors. You know, if I have some time, I might make it in different colors, just like I did this other set, and offer that as a gift box, handmade gift box. You know, I'll offer it in this color. Maybe I'll do it in fresh freesia, and maybe the same colors, and let's see, let me look at my, flirty flamingo might look really pretty. I'm looking at my colors behind me. Let's see, a little bit of daffodil delight. Let's see, I don't want to go too crazy. Blushing bride might be a little too close to this, so but anyway, I'll think about it. So I hope you had fun, and I'm really happy you all joined me tonight. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for liking. Thank you for giving me the hearts and the thumbs up. I really, really appreciate you all. Also on my blog, I didn't do it yet, and I'm not going to do it tonight, but the mini catalog and the celebration will be posted to my blog, and I'll also be sending it out via my newsletter. So if you're not on my newsletter, you might want to get on my newsletter. I do have an in-person class coming up on Saturday. I have one person signed up and I only have room for 4. So tomorrow's the deadline. So if anyone that is local and is watching tonight would like to join, tomorrow's the last day to register. People might still be a little concerned about the COVID variant, Omicron, and I understand that. And I've had a bit of a cold myself. I don't have COVID, but I've had a bit of a cold myself. So, you know, I might even have to cancel it because I'm thinking that actually disregard that. I'm not going to have it because I am still a little bit nasally and I don't want anybody to worry about coming here. So yeah, in person, not yet, maybe in February. So Brenda, I know Brenda, if she's watching, she was signed up. But anyway, I'm going to go now. I'm talking too much, and I will see you again, possibly Thursday. I will make the announcement evening, and if not Thursday evening, then next Tuesday. All right? You'll hear from me. Bye-bye.